One wish would be that my children have lives that are fulfilled, that they live a life that they are happy with.
And ultimately, to live a happy life where she can live as independently as possible, be positive in her outlook in life.
Having been fortunate enough to experience 2 years of integrated multidisciplinary therapy within the school system for my daughter, my wish would be that this would continue throughout the child's education.
I wish our children would have competent, ambitious, caring teachers and other rehabilitation professionals that would help them to become as independent as possible in their life.
そして最後に、遺伝子治療を息子に受けさせて、転換発作のない生活を彼に受けさせてあげたいです。
My third wish is that clinical professionals would listen to parents of children with disabilities.
It's key having a good relationship and communication with the school, but that came from advocacy. And one of the key challenges has been allowing the parents' knowledge into a structure or a system or a process, including educational process.
자폐인을 바꾸려고 하거나
I wish for a greater awareness of how autism spectrum isn't something you try to change or try to revise, but support. When I heard that phrase, that made a big impact on me.
걸 많은 사람들이 함께 알고 그렇게 함께 살아갔으면 좋겠습니다.
People working with children with disabilities remembered that they are working with children not with disability.
A really big problem that her interaction, her behavior with other people is not good. We have a problem in my house that we have different opinions, that if I want to help her to or make sure that she doesn't do the wrong things or not give her everything, they tell me that she needs to receive everything that she wants.
She's saying that she's improving, and as a mother, she's noticing the progress in her health, and she's so happy with even the tiny improvement and progress in her health. At the beginning, she was totally asleep and she wasn't moving at all. Now she can sit and she's trying hard to stand.
As a father and also as a scientist, I overcome the depression. And also with discussion with my wife, I made a decision that we will keep this child. We will try to support him lifelong, do our best.
I was so broken, knowing that my child has got a condition, a lifelong condition. It was so heartbreaking. I was so broken. I felt guilty. I thought maybe there's something that I did wrong. And also there was no much support from family and friends. There was stigma, there was judging, they were judging us. So I was so broken to the extent that I thought some other day, I thought of killing my child and myself. I thought maybe that would be better for everyone. Until I then attended a training that they did on caregivers, they call it parent-to-parent facilitating training. I attended that training. On that training, that's when I get the moment whereby I was like, no, this is not my fault. It wasn't my fault that my child has got cerebral palsy. And that was when my child was 6 years old.
And then lastly, more parental groups where parents can get together and discuss issues that they have and with children. There are other children that aren't disabled and the children that are disabled would be very helpful.
Early on, I didn't have much support. So as I'd said, that I put an ad in the paper to meet other parents and that are also in a similar situation. Well, that little group became a bit of a support group, and then it became a bigger organisation, and it's now got an organisation called Cerebral Palsy Support Network, and it provides services all over the state.
I would definitely take away the inaccessibility of the world, the fact that we live in a place, in a world, in a society that doesn't allow them to enter buildings easily or to participate in society. I would take away that.
My biggest wish is that people have more inclusion on their minds. And people sometimes are afraid to touch them, to talk to them. If they see a person with wheelchair, they automatically ask their name, not to the person in the wheelchair, but the person next to them.
My first wish would be that non-visible disabilities would be as recognized and respected and supported as visible disabilities.
And when I think about what I can do, is that it's going to be my job to prepare my children for the world, but also to prepare the world for my children. So everything I do is looking at how I can help the world understand and accept my children for who they are and what they bring to the table.
My 3 wishes would be that people would talk to me instead of at me, that people overall would be more accepting and understanding of people with all sorts of differences.
When I was in school, in the normal system of education, the teachers did not understand what I have, and also they keep misleading me and telling me that I cannot read and write. They did not teach me, and they keep me doing other work. They push me away. And also the students, they keep laughing at me. They told me that I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna read very well like them.
Les 3 souhaits aujourd'hui sont premièrement de devenir le plus autonome et le plus indépendante possible. J'envisage de faire des études de comptabilité pour devenir comptable et je souhaite avoir une vie de famille.
I think in Israel there are a lot of laws to help people with disabilities, but there is no action by the government to help people to get a job.
And I understand why we live in such conditions. It's not my parents' fault or my fault that we live in severe conditions. The house is small. The place is quite unsafe during, every day we live in fear of what might happen next. We have police that don't try to protect us, but instead they just sit and look at what's happening. And first wish is that we have better schools and better toilets. Those pit toilets that how around the ground, kids have to go all the way outside where they are placed, and they have to sit, and sometimes they drown and sometimes they are not found.
Well, personally, I want deaf people to get access. Whenever we go to police station, banks, anywhere where takes easy access to information, and we can go. That's my personal wish.
Il a fallu que nous attendions de pouvoir marcher pour aller à l'école. Tant que nous ne marchions pas, nous ne pouvions pas aller à l'école. Et donc j'ai commencé l'école à 5 ans, quand j'ai pu faire quelques pas. À l'école, comme j'avais des troubles praxiques, on m'a orientée à la fin de la maternelle, non pas vers une structure médico-sociale, mais vers un hôpital psychiatrique. Mes parents ont dû se battre pour que je puisse rester en milieu scolaire ordinaire. Et sur décision de l'académie, j'ai finalement sauté 2 classes et je suis restée dans le cursus ordinaire. Aujourd'hui, je suis juriste en droit de la santé dans une société privée.
Unfortunately, inclusion is not real. It's just a theoretical concept, and the practice isn't real. We face a lot of challenges at school. School lacks structures to support autistic. They want that autistics adapt to school, not the school adapt to the autistics.
I would really like to see a change in the diversity, equity, and inclusion discussion, not only in this country, but around the globe, to really include people with disabilities and deal with it not just as a bilateral issue, but recognize, for example, I want companies to hire more non-white women who are gay with a disability. Like, disability is just one element of what makes somebody, as a human being. And to me, my CP is my superpower. It's not a detriment.
I hope to raise awareness through sharing my story. I hope that it brings a voice to so many of us with disabilities. I wish to not only be respected as a person, but also as a woman with a full range of desires like any other woman. I have sexual desires, I have career desires, and I wish that society would see that and not eliminate certain aspects of my personality. So I hope to raise awareness about what cerebral palsy is, but in general for people with disabilities, because we deserve to be seen. We want to contribute in our society, because what makes us different in life are not our abilities or our disabilities, but it is our heart. And every single one of us has a heart, and we want to contribute. We want to be seen as full people, as professionals who can contribute to society.
So I think we need to work to build a community of empathy and responsibility that recognizes that we're all in this for each other.